Welcome to my channel, everyone. Sipping some Blue Lotus. I don't know what kind of feature this is, but usually when I start the video, the music pauses. So I'm just gonna put that down. Maybe I'll keep it playing on like a low setting or something. It's kind of nice. Okay. So, welcome everybody. I am speaking today about health and wellness, what that is, what that isn't. I'm here to serve those who might be struggling with their health or seeking to improve their health and are aspirants on this path. Here to reflect those who are really devoted to being in a healthy state of being and who seek just a reflection, some sort of resonance or revelation through my perspective, through my reflection. So first things first, we have to be honest with ourselves. If we build a foundation on lies, on a facade, on some sort of avoidance, we're going to lack integrity. We're gonna lack clarity. We're not really gonna know what's going on with ourselves, right? So to be honest with yourself right off the bat is one of the healthiest things you can do. Because then you can make changes, you can adjust according to what's actually needed. So understanding what your goal is, what you're aiming for, having clarity on what areas in your life you wish to improve upon. And for anybody who's new here, my channel is specifically about health, wellness, mental health, a focus on mental health, as well as lifestyle, a fulfilling lifestyle. A lifestyle without all the limitations that your mind comes up with, that your mind has been conditioned with. So your mindset is going to be one of the determining factors as to where you're at physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. And if your mindset is rooted in falsehood, again, it's not going to be healthy. It's not going to be what you need ultimately. And you might make adjustments in ways that will either give you no results or will end up harming you more. It might help, but it won't last. Has anybody experienced that? You go and you try to do something, try to make a change, but it doesn't last. You fall back. You end up doing something that hurts you after putting in all this work. So again, a clear view of yourself is essential. Before we get into any of these practices or indicators of what creates a healthy individual, I want to touch base upon the most essential element, which is air.
All paths come together.
Breathing properly. Oxygen is what is going to allow all of the functions of your body to work properly. So you can sustain yourself on healthy things, you can hydrate yourself, you can get rest, or you can be restless if you are not breathing properly. These functions are not going to be qualitative, right? So you might go to bed at 8 o'clock every night and wake up at 8 a.m. But if you're breathing patterns are erratic, shallow, and aligned with a sympathetic state of being or a fight or flight state, it's likely that you won't feel rested. It's likely that you'll toss and turn. It's likely that your body will not be functioning in such a way as to receive the nutrients that you're giving it. You need to sustain yourself with proper breathing. And often our dis-eases, most of the time, probably 100% of the time, our dis-eases are coming from hypoxia, which is insufficient oxygen in the body. So, simple enough, you need to learn how to breathe properly in order for you to be healthy. And if you can start to familiarize yourself with healthy breath practices that are integrated into your daily walk, you're going to find yourself in a much better state, physically, mentally, emotionally, every level and layer of your being. And when it comes to being an individual, you are a whole being. You are not a fragmented being. You have a physical body. You have a mental body. You have a spiritual body. You have an emotional body. Maybe we can say you have an energetic body. And if we are not acknowledging certain parts of our body, then you're going to find yourself in an imbalanced state, or perhaps in a potentially unhealthy state of being. Because just like in the physical body, let's say you sprain your ankle, you're going to compromise by walking a certain way. That might hurt your hip, that might hurt your back. Why? Because it's all connected. Same thing with the different layers of the body. If you're not addressing the emotional side of things, the hips might start to receive a lot of tension and store lots of pent up emotions, suppressed emotions in those parts of your hips. It might store itself here in the shoulder, in the neck, in the shoulders, back here too. So being aware, and awareness is key for everything, being aware of the interconnectedness of the body and the different levels, layers of the body is at the very least going to allow you to approach your health in a different way. So moving forward, start to integrate that into your day, that awareness. You know, you can go throughout your day and start to affirm to yourself, okay, I have a mental body. I'm having this incessant thought and it's compromising me physically because this overthinking is making me feel like I just want to hide. My body is responding by shutting down. And that hiding, that when you make yourself small like that and you prevent yourself from opening yourself out to the world, you could imagine what that does to your self-esteem, your self-expression, your belief in yourself, right? So this emotional or mental aspect of you is going to affect the physical aspect of you, or the other way around. Your physical body is going to affect your mental. Let's say you spent the entire day just hiding in bed, eating things that are not nutritious, that don't feed your cells, which gives you energy. It doesn't feed your body's needs, right? Then it is likely that you will have negative thoughts. It is likely that you will lack self-esteem. It is likely that you will feel emotionally compromised, mentally compromised. You'll start to have more negative thoughts. It is required of you to acknowledge your physical body in order to be in a healthy mental state. So the mindset that you hold is going to reflect in your body, right? And of course, I'm not just talking about your physical body. I'm speaking on all the layers of your body. The way that you think affects you on every level. And if you are conditioned to exist in a state of self-hatred or in a state of not enoughness, how uninspiring is that? How unmotivating is that? That feeling of shame or inadequacy could leave you in a loop, an endless loop of feeling like you're not enough, feeling ashamed, and just wanting to give up, not even wanting to try, because what's the point, right? I'm already not enough. I'm never going to be enough. So the way you speak to yourself is what is being manifested physically in your body. And when we're not aware of this, it becomes extremely detrimental. It becomes a cyclical pattern. There could be coping mechanisms. You could be utilizing substances to cope. You could be utilizing distractions to cope. You could be utilizing all sorts of things to continuously look away from the shame that you feel, likely because of the conditioning that you've undergone. So, in one instance, you are a victim of some sort of conditioning that you were unaware of, that you underwent as a child, that has affected the way that you relate to your body and to your state of wellness. But on the other hand, you have a responsibility to not stay in that position, to be honest and to acknowledge your current position and to make the change. Not everybody is going to want to make the change. Not everybody is going to see you through as you go forth and make those changes for yourself. There is what you need as an individual and what is the objective reality when it comes to health and wellness. McDonald's, really don't recommend McDonald's, like, at all. Probably eating humans. Okay, there's McDonald's. If you eat that every day, I guarantee that your cellular functioning will be compromised. Your body is not going to receive the nutrients that it needs. Whereas if you eat whole foods, grains, vegetables, things of this nature, your body's going to have more energy. It's going to feel less sluggish. It's going to respond well on a molecular level, on a biological level. It's going to respond well cellularly. It's called cell food. So this is the objective reality of how your body is relating to these kinds of food. Now, discomfort might arise as you are going through this process, as you are going through the process of watching this video, and overall, as you are embarking on this journey towards living a healthier lifestyle. There's levels to it. And sometimes when you're met with a level that you're not necessarily ready for or that you haven't even considered, it could become uncomfortable. But the whole point is to have a positive mindset, a mindset that is beneficial and will likely allow you to continue on your path. Not a mindset that will make you self-destruct. Not a mindset that is passive and dismissive of your wellness and what is required of you. You can take some time to question what that looks like for you. And you can also take even more time allowing yourself to be guided by individuals who achieved a state of being within their wellness that you also wish to achieve. Because guidance is a necessary part of life. And when we go into these sorts of things blindly or without any assistance, it makes the journey so much more difficult. It has the potential to make the journey so much more difficult. Some people have learned the things that is going to allow you to not necessarily skip steps, but not make the same mistakes. So you don't have to go through a trial and error period. You can simply receive some sort of a blueprint, some sort of a pathway that you can follow, that you believe in, and that resonates with you and aligns with your current position. The worst thing you could do is force yourself into something that you're not ready for, that doesn't align with you, that doesn't align with your heart. So that is an essential part of this journey, of this lifelong journey, of this lifestyle, is having discernment and having enough clarity, reflecting, taking the time to reflect with yourself, about yourself, so that you even know what that is. Again, highly recommend that you do this with guidance, because if our conditioning is forcing us into a state of being where we think we know best when the reality of the situation shows you that you don't, i.e., you're in chronic pain all the time, you're overweight, you're sluggish and you have no energy, you feel immense levels of anxiety 50% of the time, right? All these things are clear indicators that it would be beneficial for you to find some sort of guidance. Don't make it hard on yourself, basically. Allow yourself to be open-minded and to embrace where you are, not reject yourself. You do not want to subject yourself to an endless cycle that you don't prefer, and that's what you'll do if you allow that conditioning to believe you know best to keep that hold on you. So what do I do to make sure my mindset is in alignment with being healthy? Not only for what is objective truth, but for what I need as an individual, for where my heart is at, where my soul is at, where my mind is at, where my body is at. It's just like fasting. You don't want to go into a 7-day fast if you have never fasted before. So when it comes to my personal wellness, over time, it didn't happen in a day, but over time, I abandoned all of the things that I was doing, all of the things that I was participating in, and all the people I was participating in those things with. I left them behind. and I started to prioritize myself. And in that prioritization of myself and my journey to reaching a state where I actually felt healthy within myself, ultimately to a place where I didn't want to die, right? I was depressed. It's very depressing to not be healthy, honestly. I developed an affinity for improving my state of wellness, my state of health and well-being. And I think this is natural. It will come naturally to you the more you start to dip your toes in and to abandon those things that are clearly holding you back, that are clearly not coming with you as you go forth and aspire to be healthier. You come into a deeper connection with yourself and you lose interest in all those things. It even gets to a point where you can't even believe that you were in that position. So I would consider letting go of the aspects of your life that are holding you back, that are influencing you, and that are encouraging you to do what you know is incorrect, to do what you know is going to keep you in the same position that you've always been in. At some point, you're going to get sick of yourself. If your heart is sincere, if you truly love life, if you want to make the most of it, there will come a time where you want to make the change.
Congratulations if you have made it this far into the video. Now, we are under constant attack in this world. We're subject to frequencies, energies that are depleting us, toxic substances in foods, particulates in the air that are not conducive to a healthy mind, body, soul, existence overall. So it is an immense challenge to actually go forth and transform yourself, even when the desire is there. Especially when you're starting from a position of ignorance, which is simply just a lack of awareness. It's a lack of knowledge. In order to bridge this gap, I have created an infinitely beneficial protocol that you can follow. And this is allowing for a transformation that lasts. So, in essence, learning how to create a protective force field around yourself by implementing everything within the protocol. And I touched base upon consumption and elimination, alchemical breathing techniques, as well as a mindset shift. All essential. It is absolutely unacceptable that we continue to live a life without awareness of the key essentials that allow us to exist with a sense of vitality and integrity and joy. So this is why I'm offering this protocol for free. Simply email me the word protocol for access. And for those of you who are truly wanting to take it to another level, truly dedicated to mentally fortifying yourselves against these unseen battles that we are facing daily, I am also offering a 3-part protocol video series. So here you're going to receive some more advanced strategies, exclusive insights, real-time demonstrations, and these are all designed to help you develop and strengthen a sustained state of awareness, a sustained state of resilience. So email me mental fortitude protocol for access to a more comprehensive version of the protocol that is utilizing videos
Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you all for being here, and I look forward to hearing from you all.